New intro. So much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you. A controversial law professor at the University of Pennsylvania is taking heat yet again for her racist comments. This time, Amy Wax was called out for being xenophobic in a recent interview with Glenn Laurie, a social science professor at Brown University, and was quick to clap back at her critics. But her defense only made things worse when she directly stated that because, quote, most Asian Americans support Democrats, the United States is better off with fewer Asians and less Asian immigration. The social media backlash was swift, with former President Donald Trump's niece, Mary Trump, even chiming in. Quote, "It helps explain the situation this country finds itself in that an Ivy League university allows the morally and intellectually bankrupt racist hashtag Amy Wax teach the next generation of American lawyers. There should be consequences for this kind of hateful rhetoric." Penn Law School Dean Theodore Rugger addressed the controversy in a statement on Monday, calling Wax's comments anti-intellectual and racist. Quote, "Like all racist generalizations, Wax's recent comments inflict harm by perpetuating stereotypes and placing differential burdens on Asian students, faculty, and staff to carry the weight of this vitriol." It all started in December 20th episode of Glenn's show, during which Wax discussed United States immigration, insisting that it's difficult to welcome people into Western societies if they do not share the same values, an idea she also shared in a recent speech. Quote, "It's just hard to assimilate those people or to have confidence that our way of life will continue if we bring a lot of people in who are not familiar with it. These are not original ideas on the political right. This might result in a shift in racial profile of people who come in. Obviously, we'll have fewer people from Africa, we'll have fewer people from parts of Asia, and it'll be more white. Not that many white people want to come to the United States." Specifically, Wax referred to South Asian elites migrating to the United States, whom she differentiated from migrants traveling from Latin Americas. Quote, "We have to distinguish mass immigration, which we're getting from the Hispanics south of the border, which I think poses different questions and challenges from the Asian elites that we're getting. It doesn't mean that the influx of Asian elites is unproblematic. I actually think it's problematic. I think it's because there's this danger of the dominance of the Asian elites in this country. And what does that mean? What is that going to mean to change the culture? Does the spirit of liberty beat in their breast?" Wax considers the spirit of liberty to be, quote, "people who are mistrustful of centralized concentrations of authority, who have a kind of don't tread on me attitude, who are focused on our freedoms, on our liberties, on sort of small scale personal responsibilities, who are nonconformist in good ways." The law professor noted that the idea of wokeness is an elite ideology, that Asians tend to be more conformist to whatever the dominant ethos is. Then Wax railed against Indians who stay in America after complaining that the country is racist. Her comment did not bode well with Laurie's audience. Laurie posted an email he received from a listener, George Lee, who stated that he generally opposes undocumented immigration, that usually agrees with Wax, but her latest rant disturbed him. Quote, "It is a bad thing for America to bring in immigrants who oppose America's basic values, but race, the national origins, are very poor proxies for cultural values that should be kept out of America." All right, so long story short, This woman is a racist. I'm just there's no other way to sit up there and put it. You can't bypass it, nothing like that. She's trying to disguise it as, something else when clearly we know exactly what it is, right? She does not want other individuals here that aren't going to be able to carry her beliefs, right? She went on the whole thing of like, oh, we like, certain people with the don't tread on me type of approach. And we seen those people, right? Those people were directly at the Capitol, right? So she likes the ones that are going to cause a noise. She likes the ones that are going to sit up there and riot. She likes all of those people, right? When realistically for them on January 6th, they just, believe that was just like one big college party, right? And that's in a sense how they treated that. Pretty much wants the good old boys to, still be represented. She wants them to still be there. She wants them to still carry the torch and the good old flame of America, right? And they don't really want anybody else here because they feel that other nationalities and ethnicities wouldn't really get it, wouldn't really understand it, and that they're going to pretty much change it to whatever they see fit, since over time, right, they might end up becoming the dominant class, or they might have the funds necessary in order to change the, political playing ground, right, dealing with the Asian elites that are coming over here to America and, whatnot or whatever. But this is what I'll say is, right? All of this is America's doing, right? You decided to allow any and everybody to come here, to own a home, to do whatever it is that they feel that they want to be able to do. But if you go into a lot of other areas or a lot of other countries, if you're American and you come there, they're not going to, they'll be like, hey, it's great that you're on a vacation here. It's great that you want to be here, but we're not going to allow you to, stay here for an extended period of time. If you do, you have to be, doing some stuff that is going to be beneficial to us. We're not going to allow you to buy any land, or you're not going to be able to own, realistically a house here. You can rent, but we're not going to allow you to, really buy anything here, because we're trying to make sure that everything is going to be how it's always been. And like I said, when the Japanese do that, I respect that. I completely understand it. And I know why they're sitting up there doing it. Because they've seen what the Western or the European influence has done to China and other Asian countries. And they're like, you know what? We don't really need that negative influence here. We don't need our people basically forgetting history and believing that there's something else when really they're not, right? And that's what a lot of that mental jujitsu and brainwashing, right, has led to, in a sense, over time, especially if you look at Asian countries where they decide that, hey, I don't really believe I'm Asian anymore, so I'm going to start bleaching my skin. And if you go over to a lot of Asian countries, they have a lot of different products that will take pigment directly from the skin, so they'll have that porcelain type appearance. So, like I said, it is what it is on that front. But at the end of the day, this woman, this woman is full fledged racist. Like I said, there's no other way to, in a sense, put it. And then on top of that, she had a person that, in a sense, is a fan of hers, and he was like, you know what, you're going a little bit out of bounds. I can't even side with this. Like, you said some crazy stuff before, but this right here, this is death. So, hey, like I said, it is what it is. But this is the one thing that I do like. I like the honesty. I like the openness. I feel like the thing that should take place is that the honesty that she is giving, it should in a sense be allowed so that we know who all of these people are, right? In the moment in time that we decide to try to shut people up like her or anybody else, that's when they go directly into hiding, and where they can masquerade and try to, be a wolf in sheep's clothing, right? And they can start a whole, bunch of other issues directly from that, because their main outlet was taken away, right? So like I said before, a lot of these people who feel that way, yo, let them speak, give them a podium, and allow all the other people who, feel the exact same way, allow them to sit up there and watch. And what everybody needs to do is just sit back, relax, and take count and look at the faces of all of those people who are 100% agreeing. So therefore, you know where they are, you know where you are, right? But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.